Before you scroll away, here's a challenge. For the next 30 days, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Every morning, before you look at your phone, before your coffee. Watch what begins to shift. Your thoughts, your body, your perception, maybe even your reality. You won't just feel better, you might actually become better. Why? Because gratitude doesn't just feel good, it rewires your brain. This isn't just feel-good fluff, it's neurochemistry. The hidden alchemy of gratitude. Gratitude is often sold to us as a virtue, a moral obligation, or polite habit. But behind that Hallmark card packaging lies something far more powerful. Gratitude is a biological lever, a cognitive switch that alters how your brain processes reality. It's not just a nice idea, it's a mind-altering practice. Neuroscience is beginning to uncover what ancient mystics already seemed to know. Gratitude changes the brain. And when the brain changes, so does your experience of the world. But how does something as soft as thankfulness become a tool for neurochemical transformation? Let's explore the mechanics. Gratitude and the brain. What's really going on? When you actively express or feel gratitude, your brain releases a cascade of neurochemicals. Dopamine, the reward molecule that reinforces behavior and makes you feel good. Gratitude boosts dopamine, which motivates you to seek more of that emotional state. Serotonin, associated with feelings of peace and contentment. Gratitude activates brain regions that stimulate serotonin production, especially in the prefrontal cortex. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, it enhances trust and connection. Expressing gratitude in relationships strengthens bonds and emotional safety. Cortisol decrease. Practicing gratitude lowers cortisol levels, reducing stress, anxiety, and inflammation over time. In fact, gratitude activates the medial prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain involved in planning, decision-making, and emotional regulation. This area lights up when people reflect on what they're thankful for, even if they don't directly express it. So no, it's not just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's a biological state of coherence. Your brain filters reality. Gratitude adjusts the lens. Your mind is not a mirror of reality. It's a filter. Every second, your brain receives over 11 million bits of information, but your conscious mind only processes about 40 bits at a time. That's right, your brain filters out almost everything. What does it prioritize? Threats, negativing, potential dangers. That's because your brain evolved to keep you alive, not necessarily happy. But here's the twist. You can train it to see more of what's going right. This is the gift of gratitude. It teaches your brain to pay attention to abundance instead of lack, connection instead of isolation, growth instead of failure. Over time, this shift becomes automatic. Gratitude trains your reticular activating system, RAS, a network in the brainstem, to notice opportunities, synchronicities, and beauty you'd otherwise ignore. So if it feels like your world is changing, it's because it actually is. You're wiring your brain to see a different version of reality. The science of neuroplasticity. Gratitude as mental rewiring. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to change itself, create new pathways, prune old ones, and adapt to new habits or perspectives. Gratitude is like a sculptor. Each time you practice gratitude, you're reinforcing neural circuits associated with peace, joy, and connection. Over time, these pathways become stronger, like trails in a forest. Meanwhile, the pathways of fear, scarcity, and resentment begin to fade. This is not speculation. It's observable in functional MRI scans. In studies at UC Berkeley's Greater Good Science Center, researchers found that participants who engaged in regular gratitude journaling showed increased activity in the medial prefrontal cortex even months later. The effects lasted. This means that your thoughts don't just stay in your head, they alter the architecture of your mind. Gratitude doesn't just change what you see, it changes the seer. Gratitude alters your emotional climate. Every human carries an emotional baseline, a default state you return to after highs or lows. Some people return to peace, others to stress or dissatisfaction. Gratitude has been shown to elevate this baseline. A consistent gratitude practice can increase optimism by 15% or more. In one study by psychologist Robert Emmons, participants who kept a weekly gratitude journal reported fewer physical symptoms, slept better, and had more joy and enthusiasm about life. What's more, they weren't just feeling better, they acted differently. Gratitude increased prosocial behavior, empathy, and the ability to forgive. So while gratitude may start in the mind, it ripples outward, altering your body, your relationships, your decisions. It becomes a self-reinforcing loop. Gratitude shifts your brain chemistry, which shifts your behavior, which creates better outcomes, which generates more gratitude. This is the pathway to the mechanics of abundance. But what about the hard times? It's easy to be grateful when life is good. But what about when it's not? This is where gratitude becomes transformational. True gratitude doesn't deny pain. It transforms your relationship to it. It finds meaning in struggle. It shifts the story from "why is this happening to me" to "what is this teaching me?" When you can find something to be thankful for inside the hardship, you reclaim your power. Even in trauma recovery, gratitude plays a role. Studies show that veterans who practiced gratitude experienced fewer PTSD symptoms than those who didn't. Gratitude helps reframe trauma not by minimizing it, but by placing it in a broader context of strength, survival, and post-traumatic growth. Gratitude as a reality creation tool. Let's go further. If your thoughts shape your perception, and your perception determines your response, then gratitude is not just a response to your world, it's a creative act. It becomes a form of reality engineering. Want a better job? Practice gratitude for the skills you already have. Want love? Be grateful for the ways love already shows up in your life. Want abundance? Celebrate the smallest financial wins like they're miracles. When you're grateful now, before the outcome arrives, you condition your mind and body to become a match for what you seek. This isn't just New Age hype, it's mental conditioning grounded in brain science. Gratitude places your nervous system into a state of receptivity. You stop resisting. You start aligning. 1 minute, 1 shift. You don't need a vision board or a week-long retreat to start. You need 1 minute. Take a breath. Name one thing you're grateful for, deeply grateful for. Let your body feel it. Let your mind linger on it. Let the chemical cascade flow. That single moment just did more for your brain than hours of worry ever could. Repeat tomorrow and the day after, until one day you look around and realize your brain isn't just changed. Your reality is. Final words. Gratitude is the key you've been holding. So no, gratitude isn't just brain chemistry. It's the very language your brain uses to change its own patterns. It's the gentle hand on the steering wheel guiding you from fear to fulfillment. It's science, it's psychology, it's ancient wisdom wrapped in modern proof. And it's already inside you. So take the challenge, write the 3 things every morning. Watch how your thoughts begin to shift, how your body begins to soften, how your life starts whispering, yes. The brain doesn't care if you call it magic or science. It only cares what you feed it. Gratitude is nourishment. Now, what are you thankful for?